No, I'm not sharing that. Wait, I will share it later.
Visible, sir.
Yeah. Okay, then I will continue. See, just I'm at glance, I will try to finish up these remaining 6 topics which are covered in the previous classes. Okay. Due to that, I have stopped that slide. Okay.
Okay,
Then,
sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, then go with this one. So finance administration is important for any society, like capitalist society or socialist society, mixed economy. So mixed economy, we have mixed economy, capitalist society like American society, socialist society like Russian society. Every society require budget, it means. So when we're talking about budget or finance administration, important for all the countries. So in Kautilya Ardhashastra, he has emphasized about the artha. Artha is nothing but wealth or income of the particular state. So Artha is based on Arjana and Vardhana, he said about the in the finance administration, dear students. So finance is very important for every aspect, is mentioning about that. So here I will go with the remaining issues which are come under in the finance administration according to your syllabus. So some of the people like administrative thinkers, they say that Lord George, he defines that the British Chancellor of Exchequer, we can call British Chancellor of Exchequer means the Indian like a finance minister. So he says that government is money. So government is nothing but money, he defined that. So other definitions which are given by the different political thinkers or administrative thinkers, like Kautilya is also say, we need to give the most priority, most preference to the finance. So this is the definitions which are given by the other people. So the finance management, we can say that one, finance and administration, there are 2 words is here. Finance is related to the money or budgetary aspects. Administration is related to the manage of that particular money or maintaining of that particular money, which are collected through the revenue or different sources. So here we can say that one, L.D. White defined that in the meaning of finance administration, finance management includes those operations designed to make funds available to officials and to ensure their lawful and efficient use. So he says that efficiently how that money can be used, that is called financial management or financial administration. When we are writing in the examination point of view, we need to write in this point of view. Then go with the scope of financial administration. Scope means that a subject, that a topic is cover what areas comes under this, that is the scope. Scope in general term, we can call it's a limitation of the particular study. So scope of the financial administration, we can study about the budget issues, auditing issues, and the treasury management means finance management, all will come under. And we can call this one is a management of public enterprises. So all these 4 aspects will come under the budget, meaning this one. So we have the different agencies to maintain the finance system, that is the legislative body and ministries, Ministry of Finance, and other officers we can call C and AG, Comptroller and Auditor General, other officers will come under the finance aspects. So along with that one, we have the other financial organizations or other committees which are deal with the finance aspects like PAC, Public Accounts Committee, and we can call Reserve Bank of India, all will come under the finance administration aspects. So what is the important objective of this finance administration? So this finance administration will plan for the different schemes which are evaluated or implemented by the governments successfully. So for that implementation of different policies, they need sufficient money. That money has to be utilized for the particular purpose. Intelligent way we need to use it. So that is a first topic which is dealing with the financial administration aspects. Second topic dealing with the budget. So budget is nothing but what is a budget? It will start with the budget, meaning of budget. Budget, actually, the word is derived from Boget. Boget is nothing but leather bag, actually. Budget is first introduced in the France. France Exchequer. I said in previous this one. Exchequer is nothing but finance minister. First time he used that word. So budget word is used in the form of a French word, that is a Bougetti. Bougetti is nothing but it's a leather bag. It's a wallet, actually. So when the finance minister of France is carrying that bag, one of the media person asked that minister of Exchequer, we can call. Then he said, yeah, this is a budget. So budget is nothing but a leather bag which carries the for particular year expenditure and incomes details. So that is called budget. Actually, 1733, first time they have used the budget word in different sense. Okay, I think you need to write the first budget meaning. The budget word is derived from the French word, that is a baguette, meaning its mean in leather bag. The first term used in the France in 1733, that is a open budget. Then go with the other things. So budget, different definitions, different people given by the different definitions about the budget. Demock, he says that budget is a financial plan, summarize the financial experience of the past, stating a current plan and projecting it over a specified period of time in future. Demock defines that budget is a financial plan. Actually, budget is a financial plan. What is a finance plan? Finance plan is nothing but income and expenditure. What is the income? What is the revenue comes? What is the expenditure goes to the department? So that is a summarized. So in detail, they can mention. So that is a Demock definition. And Harold R. Bruce, he defines that budget is a financial statement. So this is a financial statement, income and expenditure. It is a statement, department-wise statement, year-wise, month-wise, date-wise statement. So which has given by the Harold R. Bruce. Monroe, he defines that. Budget is a plan of financing for the incoming financial year. This involves an item-wise estimates. So here, item-wise they can mention. So these are the different definitions of budget is here. So we have the different features of budget also is here. At a glance, I will finish off it. Different features of budget. So budget is a systematic plan. Budget should in the parliament, they need to prepare in the systematic plan. And budget is a scheme of action. Budget is a gap between estimate and actual. Budget is an annual plan. Budget is a parliamentary section. Parliament will try to look after this one. It is a comprehensive plan, budget. And budget is presented by the executive, means by the minister. Generally, budget is introduced by the finance minister. All of you know that. So budget is a tool of legislative control. So legislative body control the executive body by the asking the questions. For example, one minister is here. He's an executive or is a member in the parliament. So when the particular ministry is supervised or run by the particular head of the executive, then legislative body will ask the question that money is used properly or not. So this is we can call budget is a tool of legislative control. So these all will come under. So functions of the budget. Budget is a policy statement. Budget is a work program, source for the information and instrument, different things which all come under. So we have the different types of budget is here. Annual budget and long-term budget, single budget, plural budget, surplus budget, deficit budget, cash budget, revenue budget, and departmental budget we have. So these are the different types of budgets is here. In the next topic, that is a third topic we have discussed about, you may have discussed about the various principles and different things which are come under the budget. Let me finish off it. So in the third topic, process of budget. So process of budget is nothing but how we will implement the budget in the parliament or in the execution of budget, enactment and execution. Here, preparation means preparing the budget. Enactment means framing. Executing means implementing the budget. So budget is prepared by the finance ministry along with the with the help of different ministries. Actually, when you are talking about ministry's budget, for example, we have education ministries here. In the education ministry, local level, down level officers will prepare it. Actually, section officers, joint secretary, they will prepare it. So state-wise, all the officials will prepare and they will send to the finance ministry. Then parliament. So parliament will scrutinize it. And along with that one, there is a finance advisory committee also will be there. That finance advisory committee is also scrutinized and will advise to preparing the finance aspects or preparation of budget. Under Constitution 313, the expenditure charged on and expenditure charged upon. So these will be there. So you need to look after this one. So when they are going with the budget is here, there are few things will be there. Stages of budgets is here. Please remember this. So this is important. Preparation of budget and enactment of budget. They will ask the question about this one. Please remember that. So here, budget, estimation of budget and budget issues. First, they will go with the general discussion. And in the parliament, after general discussion, they will go for the voting. After the voting, bill go for the appropriation bill. And finally, with the acceptance of parliament, bill is going to pass. When the with the president's signature, bill is going to pass. So this is about the budget issues. Next topic, the fourth topic, I think you may have the discuss about the few areas which are come under basically organization functions of finance ministry. So under 280 of Indian Constitution, finance ministry look after the budget issues and finance issues, especially between the central and state governments. So finance ministry will play the major role in Indian administration to disburse the funds and balancing the funds of these one. So finance department look after these one. So in the finance department, there are four finance ministers. There are four major departments will be there. These are the Department of Economic Affairs, Department of Revenue, Department of Expenditure, and Department of Company Law Administration also will come under. So when they are preparing the budget, CBTT, Central Board of Direct Taxes, will help in the Ministry of Finance to prepare the budget issues. This is about the fourth chapter. So in the fourth chapter, you are going to learn about the what is the historical background of Finance Commission under 280 article, how it is function. You may have about that one, and the composition of Finance Ministry, Ministry of Finance are items of four departments. You know to write about that one. Next, in the fifth topic, I think you may discuss about the different parliament committees. These major parliamentary committees, I told you that Public Accounts Committee, that is a PAC, Estimate Committee. These two committees are major committees in the parliament. And the next topic, that is in the sixth topic, I think you may discuss about the
Tell me page number, sir.
So I think that is 61.
61.
Yeah. So in the
61,
sixth chapter,
sir?
Yeah, I will go to the seventh topic. Wait, that is 74 maybe. Just at a glance, I'm discussing these remaining issues. So in the sixth topic, sixth unit, I think you may discuss about the union and state finance relations. Especially, they have emphasized about the central state finance relations. So how the finance relations, the central will be give the funds to the state governments. I will give the one example to you. See, central government give the finance on the name of 275 grants in aid. This thing will come under 245 to 265. It's related to the central state relations. These are the three relations, especially legislative relations, administrative relations, and finance relations. So under the finance relations, how the state central government will allot the funds to the state governments. Like example, you may have to discuss about the GST 2016, which has newly introduced the this one, that is a GST, General Goods and Services Tax throughout India. So that is about that one. And another one is Finance Commission also there. Finance Commission composition and functions, how it will function in the Finance Commission. Control and Auditor General, how it is function. So what are the main suggestions of the C and AG? I mean, Control and Auditor General, a term of office of Control and Auditor General, major duties and functions of C and AG. What is the role of C and AG in audit? You may have learned about all these things. So this is about the sixth chapter at a glance. So we will go to the now at present class about the Reserve Bank of India. So all of you know about the Reserve Bank of India. So what is Reserve Bank of India? Reserve Bank of India, we can call it is a national level organization, national level bank, we can call central bank. It is a central banking institutions. So which control the monitoring policies of the entire government. So the finance or monetary related aspects can be supervised by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So we will go with these things, main areas, 7 areas we will discuss today. So what is the objectives of this topic and introduction of this RBI and evaluation of the central banking system. Actually, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, before it is called a central banking system, integrated banking, provincial banking system, it is called actually during the British time. But over a period of time, the name has changed. And what is the historical background of RBI? The objectives of the RBI, organization structure, and various functions of RBI, we are going to learn it. So we'll go to the first one. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, is a central banking institution which was established in 1935 in the April 1st to look after the policy issues in India. So the provisions of RBI mentioned in the 1934 Act, Reserve Bank of India Act. So this Reserve Bank of India Act is nationalized in 1949. So it is completely owned by the government of India after 1949. So in introduction, we can say that one. RBI is a central banking institution which was established in April 1st, 1935. So that is thing is here. Then go with the second one, historical background. So in the historical background, actually, so central bank were established during the British time in 19th century, actually. So first bank in the world, especially the oldest central bank is the Riksbank of Sweden, which was established in 1668. 1668. So we are talking about the historical background of the bank system. In the introduction, what we said, RBI is a central banking institution which was established during the British time. April 1st, 1935, it is established. Actually, the provisions are with the Act of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So it is nationalized in 1949, and it is completely owned by the, or completely or fully owned by the government of India. That is, introduction is enough. Then go with the second point, evolution of central banking, or evolution, how it is evolved. The banking system, how it is evolved. So the evolution stage is nothing but origin, we can call. So origin to how it is developed. So we can discuss in this one. So in the world level, first, in the year 1668, in the Sweden, first Riksbank is established. This Riksbank is a central bank. It is the oldest bank in the world. After this Sweden bank, England is also established bank. That is in 1694, it has established. So these two banks, when they are established, these are central banks, and it had a monopoly of issuing currency notes. The major function of these organizations, just issuing the currency notes. These two banks, what are the two banks? Sweden Bank and England Bank. So it has acted as a bank of the government. So these two banks acted as a government banks. So it will help only for the government transaction purpose only. But after a few days, they think that we need to establish these bank services to the commercial purpose also, for trading, for business, or general transaction with the public purpose also. Due to that, government of England started commercial bank services. I hope very clear. My concept is very clear, I think, to all of you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the commercial type of banks first initiated by the England government. So after that, Netherlands Bank is also started in the commercial services from the 1814 onwards. So after that, Spain is also established the commercial banks and bank services in 1856. So, but the American government started with the Federal Reserve System. So this is like our RBI type of system we have in America. So that is the Federal Reserve System of America, which was established in 1913. So we need to write about the evolution background, these all areas. Once again, remember that. All the evolution of these one. The oldest central banks established in Riksbank, Sweden, that is 1668. And in England, 1694. And under Netherlands, 1814. The Bank of Spain is also established in 1856. And the Federal Bank System, that is a Federal Reserve System of America, 1913. Actually, the banks, the concept of central banking system is introduced with the meeting of, with the convention, with the meeting or with the convention of International Financial Conference, which was held at Brussels in 1920. So the concept of central banking system, central banking means central. So one head will be there, it will be supervised, it will be guided. So that is the centralization. So the banking policies, whatever the repo system or banking system or interest system, everything has to supervised by some central organization. So they have introduced the concept of central banking system in the 1920. So it is completely different from the traditional type of banking system. Generally, traditional type of bank system, what it will do? It will issue the new currency notes and regulate the credit system and money policies. But whereas this international banking system promote the services, commercial services to the business people and enterprise people and individuals also. So we can say that one, it has emerged. This meeting has emerged. Which meeting? The Brussels meeting, which was held in the Brussels. That meeting called International Finance Conference. It has completely changed the role of the banking, and it is promoting the economic development. So the economic development of concept is promoted with this meeting. So this is about the historical background of this one. So some other definitions which are given by the central bank system. What is central bank actually? D. Koch, he defines that central bank is a bank which constitute the apex of the monetary and banking structure. Apex, please underline that word. Apex in that means top level. So there is no other organization superior to that organization. That is called apex. So that central bank is nothing but it is an apex bank in the monetary system, in the banking structure. Structure means the organized structure, step-by-step organization. Nirmanam, we can say that one. So it is a leader of the last resort and has a monopoly of note issue. So that is a central bank. So you need to write only 2 definitions enough. Please remember, don't need to write 5, 6 definitions. Which definition is very easy to you. In examination point, you write that one. So D. Koch, he defines that central bank is a bank which constitutes the apex of monetary and banking structure. Second one, R.P. Kent, he defines that central bank, a central bank is an institution charged with the responsibility of managing expansion and contraction of value of money in the interest of general public welfare. So in this meaning, R.P. Kent meaning, he says that central banking institution, it has the responsibility to manage that money, the particular value of money. Particular value of money means the particular amount will be in the RBI or that bank will be trying to distribute to the public welfare. So that is the definition which is given by the R.P. Kent. And D.C. Rowan, he defines that central bank is an institution often, but not always owned by the state. So this is another meaning concentrate is here. Central institution, generally these people said owned by the some other. But here he said that not always owned by the state. Not always owned by the state means here, not always government own it. I think all of you are aware about this one. Recently, the banks are privatized. So private people also can enter in the finance system, financing or in the banking system. So here, this is the right definition. D.C. Rowan says that a central bank is an institution, often but not always owned by the state, which has the overridden by duty of conducting the monetary policy of the government. So it will try to override by the duty of monetary policies. So these are the definitions which are given by the different thinkers and about the bank system. So brief history of the Reserve Bank of India. So we will go to the next slide. Okay. Then brief history of Reserve Bank of India. Actually, as I told you that Reserve Bank of India, actually in 1921, the idea of central bank is conceptualized by the British government. So several attempts were made in 1934 to make or to prepare some organization. So in 1921, government of British government set up one organization that is called Imperial Bank of India. This bank served as the central bank to the country. So remember, 1921, government of India means here, that time British government is here. So the government set up the Imperial Bank. Means this RBI first actually Imperial Bank. After then it become the Federal Bank. After then it become the RBI, Revenue Bank of India, Central Bank and Revenue Bank of India. So 1921, the British government established the Imperial Bank. So it is a central bank to the country. In 1926, on the recommendations of Hilton Young Commission, this is also called a Royal Commission of Indian Currency and Finance. Please remember that. 1926, the name has changed as a central bank called as a Reserve Bank of India. Then the Reserve Bank of India Act passed by the British government in 1934, March 5th. So it has established as a complete Reserve Bank of India, April 1st, 1935. So the Reserve Bank of India initially started or established in Calcutta, but it has changed to the Mumbai later in 1937. You please remember this. So this is a historical background of our brief history of RBI. Once again, repeats you in the heading, brief history of RBI. RBI is established during the British time. But initially, they have set up, the British government set up that Imperial Bank in 1921. It is a central bank of India. But in 1926, on the recommendation of Hilton Committee, the central bank or Imperial Bank name has changed as a Reserve Bank of India. So government of India, British government passed that act, that Reserve Bank Act, RBI Act in 1934. If you remember that March 5th, that is good. Otherwise, no problem. But remember 1934 Act, remember that. Okay. But it has established in 1935, April 1st. You need to remember this date, April 1st. So the Reserve Bank initially started in Kolkata, but it is moved to Mumbai in 1937. Means after 2 years, it has moved to Mumbai. Now it's located in Mumbai. So what are the main objectives of this organization? Which organization? RBI. So generally, as I told you that RBI is the apex body which will try to distribute the money and the policies of banks and regulate the banks, all will come under. So main objectives, it will try to, as per the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, the RBI has set up the specific objectives. The main objective of this organization, point was right, one, to regulate the issue of banknotes, first one. And second one, keeping of reserves with a view to secure reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India. So monetary stability purpose, we have Reserve Bank of India. I think all of you have heard that. Recently, Sri Lanka and Pakistan is facing the finance crisis. So in that central bank, or what we can call in India Reserve Bank, in their central bank, they don't have the sufficient money. There is not securing monetary and there is no stabilized money. So due to that, they are facing the finance problems in Sri Lanka and Pakistan. So here, objectives of this organization generally reserves with a view to secure money or monetary stability in India. Another point. And next one, generally it will try to operate currency and credit system. So currency and credit system is also operated by the Reserve Bank of India. So these all the objectives of this organization. So keeping in this view, so it is close coordination between the with the monetary and credit policies. So monetary policies and credit policies with the bank. And financial policies also, it will look after that one. So through this necessary, bring the Reserve Bank of India under the ownership of the government of India, it will work. So according to RBI, so few banks are nationalized in 1948, 1968 also. So this is about the objectives of the Reserve Bank of India. Next slide, we can go to the organization structure of Reserve Bank of India. So RBI generally are the different hierarchy in this one. First, we can say that one, RBI Central Board of Directors. So Central Board of Directors is a top level organization of Reserve Bank of India in the organization structure. So this Central Board of Directors are appointed by the government under the provisions of RBI Act 1934. So this Central Board has a primary authority and a responsibility to oversight the RBI banks. So it delegates the specific functions to the local bodies also, or local bodies boards also. So this governing body consists with the chief executive. The governor supervises and directs the affairs of the RBI, business affairs of the RBI. So this is about the Central Board of Directors. And Central Board of Directors, the central government nominates for this Central Board of Directors 14 directors on Central Board, including the one director. So in the first one, please look after that. See that in the hierarchy, organ structure, first one is Central Board of Directors. So in the Central Board of Directors, they are appointed by the Government of India. So one person can act as a director. Remaining 14 members also can directors. So here, total 14 members will be there. So other than 10 directors present in different sectors in the economic and agriculture industry. So other than the 10 directors, among the 14 directors, they will look after, they were specialized in the economy and agriculture and industries, business and trade and other issues. Because this board of directors will take the policy decisions. Due to that, they are consist of the different members. So we can call it a multi-member body. They have the experts on the knowledge in the different sectors. So government also nominate one government official for this organization. So this is about the Central Board of Directors. And local boards also will be there. Local boards RBI in the state level, there are few boards will be there. Western, Northern, and Southern boards will be there. So these are located local boards: Mumbai, Kolkata, New Delhi, Chennai. These are located, the local boards actually which located. So there are number of officers also there. In this one, we can call governors will be there, deputy governors will be there, executive directors will be there, principal chief general manager will be there, chief general manager and general managers, deputy general managers and managers. In the bank level, in our local bank level, we can see the managers. So general manager state level, and national level we have the central board directors. So assistant manager. So these are the different functionaries in the organization structure of the RBI. Then we will discuss the main functions of these organizations. Actually, we are talking about RBI. Okay. Then what are the main functions of RBI? Generally, RBI have the 4 functions: traditional functions and promotional functions. We can call this is also called as a development function, and supervisory functions also there. So we'll discuss these functions. So traditional functions, development functions, supervisory functions, and credit policy functions. So we will discuss the traditional functions. Traditional functions of the every central bank of every nation perform overall the world. So basically these functions are lined with the objectives which are set up by the bank organizations. So in the traditional functions, we can call issue of currency notes. It is a what you call traditional function of banks, and bankers to other banks. So RBI is a bank to other banks. Next one is a banker to government. So why we can call is a banker to the government? Because from the RBI, different governments will take the money from that one. So it will issue the money to the different governments, state or central. So we can say this one, it's a banker to the government. And exchange rate management. So exchange rate between the central, national to nation, different countries to countries. So the exchange rate will be monitored by this one. And credit control function, supervisory function. So all will come under the traditional functions. So traditional functions, issue of currency notes. Generally, the RBI is of the complete responsibility or authority to issue the currency notes, except 1 rupee. Please remember, and kinds of small dominations also. So these currency notes are legal tender issued by the RBI. These RBI have the power not only to issue the new currency notes and also withdraw the currency notes also. So this is a first function of traditional function of the RBI. Second function, banker to the banker. So RBI as an apex monitoring institution, the obligation or power to guide and help the direct to the other commercial banks. So it will give the fund or money to the other finance banks also. I will give one example. Recently, ADB, Asian Development Bank. I think all of you are aware about the Asian Development Bank. In Asian countries for the development activities purpose, we have the ADI, Asian Development Banks. So it gave them some amount, 10,000 crore dollars, some amount has given to the Shriram Chits. These Shriram Chits for the women empowerment purpose, it have given that money. So we can say this one similar to this one, banker to other banks. So it will give the power or help the other commercial banks to providing money also. So this is another function of this one. So banker to the government. So it is a monetary apex body to the bankers. So I said that. So taxes, whatever the deposits on behalf of government. So we are depositing, for example, checks and money, fees and fines, everything we will deposit. So that money goes to, for example, if I want to take the permission to establish one education institution, I may deposit the money on the name of secretary to the education. So that money later go to the RBI. So we can call banker to the government. So all departments, all organizations will deposit the money in the RBI. So exchange rate system. So rupee to dollar, US dollars or yuans and other things will be there. So this is work as a exchange rate management system. Other one, credit control. Credit control leads to the different inflation system. So if any state is exceed the particular limit, the RBI is warn that particular state. So you have to limit the exceed. So we don't want to sanction this one. So if you sanction this one, the country is going to face the finance problems or inflation. So this is a credit control function. So RBI is also play the credit function this one control function. So India never face the finance problems compared with the other countries because of Indian society is agrarian society. So there is no hot money. Hot money. What is hot money? Hot money is means which money comes immediately and goes immediately. That is we can call hot money. So the stable economy we have. So we have the credit system, the continuity credit system in RBI and the government policy. Due to that, we are not facing the more finance problems with other compared with the other countries. I can't say India is not facing a finance problem. Of course we have, but compare with the other these things. So supervisory functions. So RBI is ahead of these all banks. So that's why the guidelines are different policies will be adopted and issued by the RBI. So this is comes under the supervisor function. Please remember in the examination point of it, they will ask that RBI, write the functions of RBI. So there are 4 types of functions: traditional functions, developmental functions, supervisory, and credit functions. So in the traditional functions, we need to write 6 headings: issue of currency notes. Please remember, except 1 rupee note. Okay, and bank to the other banks, banker to government, exchange rate management, credit control function, supervisor function. Then we will discuss the second one, development functions. So what are the development functions which are performed by the RBI? So developmental functions is nothing but which will for the developmental activities purpose. The bank is also will help for the development functions. So in the development functions, we can call development of finance system. So it will help for the development of finance system. So the finance system comprises the finance institutions, market, finance market, and financial institutions. So these will help for the sound and efficient finance system. So for that purpose, it will help for the other organization promote the finance issues. So rapid development can be possible by promoting the finance issues. This is first one. Second one, development of agriculture. So as you know all, the agriculture purpose, development of agriculture purpose, we have NABARD organization. This is a National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So this bank give the credit to the agriculture farmers. So this is one organization. So what I'm talking about here, so development of agriculture. So in agrarian economy, RBI plays a major role, provide the credit or loan to the agriculture farmers. So we have another organization, regional rural banks also will be there. So cooperative societies, all of you aware about the state cooperative societies, local cooperative societies. So for example, we have in Warangal district, Mulukanuru Cooperative Society and other societies will be there. So these societies will provide the credit to the agriculture farmers and allied sectors of agriculture. So which are related to the agriculture sector, it will give the loan to that one. So this is the second point, development of agriculture. Next point, provision for industrial finance. So industrial finance. So you all aware about this one. Even in the 5 years plans also, they have given the industrial policies purpose. Government of India promoting the industries. So industries help for the rapid development, rapid growth or faster development can possible in the industrial sectors. So like industrial sector, we can give the example, Japan, Germany and USA, France, they have developed. Russia and other countries developed because they have the industrialization. So compare with the agricultural society, the industrial societies may have the more chances for the finance development. So we can call provision of industrial finance means the RBI will give the funds for the different industries. We have the financial institutions like IBDI and SIBD and ICICI Bank and Exim Bank and other banks, HDFC Bank. These national and international banks may provide credit and loan to the private organizations or industries for the finance purpose. So that is the third point, provision of finance. Next one, provision of training. So RBI is always try to provide the training to the bank sector or bank people. So we can call RBI set up the training colleges at different places. So if you see in the Hyderabad, in Panjagutta, Begumpet, Panjagutta Circle, you may have the State Bank of India Training College will be there. So that is the training, means it will provide the training to the all bank offices. So RBI will provide the provisions for the training also. So RBI set up the different training colleges. We can call Bankers Staff College or Training College. So we can call. So agriculture banking colleges will be there, and National Institution of Banking Management will be there. Bankers Staff College will be there. So these are the few examples of the training colleges. And collection of data. So banks, when they are providing money to the different organization, they will collect the data also. So being apex monitoring authority of the Indian government or country, RBI collect the process and disseminates the statistical data on several issues like interest rate, inflation, saving, investments, etc. So on the basis of RBI loan system, RBI credit system, we can give that data to the government, or we can use the data. So researchers also sometimes they will depend on the RBI data because it is officially apex organization, central organization, which are giving the loan to the different organizations. So these comes under the development or promotional functions of the RBI. Then we will go to the other functions. Last one, publication of reports. Last one. So publication of reports is nothing but the RBI will report the annual report on trade and progress of commercial banks. So what is the commercial banks, how it is developed, whether that what do you call losses, they are running in the loss or any profit, they will check it. So this is about the publication of reports and promotion of bank habits also. So it will try to promote the different banks. So it will try to establish new banks in the local level also. So this all comes under the promotion or development of the functions or developmental functions. Next one, supervisory functions. So supervisory functions is nothing but look after the bank aspects, we can call. Monitoring can call as a supervisory function. So here, supervisory functions of RBI, first one, this RBI grant the license to the banks. Granting license to the banks. So the new banks, private banks is established. For that purpose, it will give the license. And to the old banks, it will renewal. For the new branches, it will give the permission. And for the old one, it will give the extension or licensing. So this is a granting license to the banks. And a bank inspection also will be there. So under this bank inspection, so in the bank inspection, so it will see that whether banks are working according to the directions of RBI or not. So they will check it. If any misuse will be there, they are not following the RBI guidelines, immediately that bank can be taken action by the RBI according to the guidelines of the government of India. So this is a bank inspection and control over the non-bank financial institutions. So some banks or non-bank financial institutions will be there. So working on mandatory policies. However, RBI can issue some directions for these non-banking financial institutions also. So this is also comes under the supervisor functions. Next one, implementation of deposit insurance schemes. So for example, deposit insurance schemes, we have the different organizations we have. So like LIC and other corporations, insurance corporations. So these all sometimes link up with the banks. So implementation of deposit insurance schemes, especially RBI set up the different insurance guarantee programs or schemes. We can call small depositors also. So all banks, they have it. SBI, Andhra Bank or HDFC, every bank have it. So for that purpose, it will see that organizations. And last one, Reserve Bank of India is a credit policy. So it will see that credit policy means which aims to pursuing the higher growth with the price stability. So this is the main motto of this organization. So it will see that higher economic growth and produce more quality of goods and services to the different sectors and different people. So it will see the credit policy also. So how it is providing price stability will be there. Economic growth, it will see that. What are the changes in the price level, it will check it. So the credit policy mainly concentrate on increasing the finance for the agriculture industrial activities. So this is a credit policy, India's credit policy. Reserve Bank will see the credit policies also. For that purpose, Government of India providing loans to the different agriculture sectors and small scale industries and industrial sectors also. So this is about the organization which are related to the RBI. Please remember this. So this is about the RBI. So we have the model questions here. Describe the evaluation, definition, and brief history of Reserve Bank of India. First one. Second one, explain the objectives and organization structure of Reserve Bank of India. Third question, analyze the functions of Central Bank of India. This is about the long type answer, means essay type answer. Short answer type of questions is here. There is a 15 lines. Examine the traditional functions of Reserve Bank of India and mention the development functions of RBI. So I told you that development functions is nothing but second one. So this is the development functions. Remember 8 functions, development functions, and write about the supervisory functions of these one. So these are the supervisory, granting license to the banks, bank inspection, control over this one. This is about this one. So please remember. So if you read the first total one, these 10 slides, if you go through these, then you may able to understand all these things. So once again, repeats you what we discussed today. We have discussed about the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. What is the Reserve Bank of India? How it is came into exist? So Reserve Bank of India Central Bank, which was established in 1935. So historical background or evolution of these central banks in the world level. Oldest bank, Sweden, which was established 1668. And we have the another bank, Sweden Bank, that is 1694. And other banks also, we have commercial banks, this thing, and Federal Bank of America also will be there. So this is about this historical evolution of this one. So definitions, you need to write 2-3 definitions in an exam. You write, please. So in the first question, you can write the introduction, this one, and evaluation, this one. Go to the definitions. In the first question, definition, and brief history also. You need to write the historical background. This 4th point, not 5th one. So with that answer, we may finish the first one. Then go to the next one, objectives. They ask the question, the second question, objectives and organized structure. So objectives means before writing objectives, please remember, all of you, write about the RBI introduction, then go to the objectives. Okay. Then go to the, after the objectives, then organized structure. You need to write all these organized structure, local bodies, till the assistant manager. So then this is commander. So traditional functions of organization, they asked about the RBI. So you need to write all these things. I hope it is very clear to all of you. Any doubts and clarifications, I welcome you all. So if you have any doubts, then you can contact in this number, send a message, then I will reply to you. I hope any doubts, ma'am?
No,
everything
sir.
is clear. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, so in the next session, we will discuss the other topic, which are linked up with the, especially material management. What is material management? What is the concept of material? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. So I have sent number in that chat box. You can take and send a message, then I will answer if you have any doubts. If you have any doubts on it. Okay, thank you. And I will share the PPT also. Take this.
ये बैग को जाने का कैसा ऐसा तेरे फोन बैग को चल बैग को देखो मैंने मीटिंग क्लोज करा लो अबे